Here's a piece of paper. Here's a ball. Here's a circle. Here's a ball. And here's a circle. Circle, okay, or diameter. If this was a diameter, I would call this diameter. I would call this circle. Circle taking up all the area space. Diameter just telling you the outside area of the inside area. This is the inside area. This is the inside area. This is the space that goes around it, the ring. What I need to do with that, what I need to do with this is I need to put a circle around it. So putting the circle around this is actually only putting the circle over here, because this goes inside of this. This is its diameter. This would be the outside of its circle. When you invert the value, this is your diameter, this is your 50 in darts. This becomes your 25 in darts, because this circle that came from in here that covered the diameter of an area. The diameter of an area is an area space called 8 by 4. It's 8 by 4 and 8 by 4, equaling to 32 and 32, which equals to 64. 64, 64 of a generation of a cell, 64, 64 equals to 256. One quadrum equals to reflective mirror. 256 over here, and the reflective mirror over here, 256, 256, 256. 512 and 256 equals to 768. 678, 234. 234 is inside 1 and 5. This is inside 5 and 9. Same thing. Memory. No 3, 4. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 256. This is your now the accumulation of what I call the potted memory. Don't forget, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Do not count 5. It's 4 odd and 4 even. 1 away from 7, 2 away from 8, 3 away from 9. This is your area space. I'm tempting to create something here. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I was working on something that you can see over here is Neptune. Neptune is number 95. It's part of the ISIS. It's included in the game between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, and 4 is inside Neptune. I was going to get together that N and N and E come together for birth. Father birth, 1 and 4. Inside here, 1 and 4. The one center of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 2 and 2 plus 2 equaling to a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this piece over here will be, I'm not sure, which will be the cube. I'm not sure my full design on this. I would call these two sides the books. You unravel the book lengthways. You unravel the book lengthways. And this book can glide all the way along this. You know, like you want to dump it into here and here, and you move this down here, and you want to dump it into here and here, or you move this one a grain, or they can be doorways. I just put a plug out here and a plug out here, and this slides underneath each other. Anyways, I'm not sure what this is going to be. I was going over this for all the planets with the letter N, all the planets with the letter P or T, and combinations in order to come up with something a little bit different. This one is Valentine's. Valentine's, the letter count is 102. Add 6 for T becomes 162. When I add 102, 120, 210, this also has to do with an alignment. In 120, it aligns 15 balls in pool. At 210, it aligns 20 darts in the dart game. And in the dart game, you put 5 darts at a time, 20 darts. Excuse me, not 20 darts, but 20 areas. So if you threw a dart into every area in the darts, there would be 20. Wrong. That's not true. There's 20 areas, but there's 4 positions inside each area. Every dart has 4 times the value. If you want to go into the 20 area, okay, here is 20. Here is, here is 20 times 2. Then over here, it's the 20 area. Then over here, it's the 20 times 3. Then over here, it's the 20 area. Then over here, and over here is 50 and 25, equaling to 75 divided by 20 numbers equals to 3.75. 2015. Electric company, the center divided by 666 to the center of darts. 20 times 35 equals 75. 375 spells G-U-N. The 7th letter, the 14th letter, and the 21st letter. 357. 5 equaling to 9. This one equaling to 5. 795. 795 is the birth in the gateway. Jupiter gateway. Jupiter gateway. These numbers give you one area is 2 to 1. This area is 1 to 1. This area is 3 to 1. This area is 1 to 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. Plus 1 quarter, plus 1 half. 7 3/4 parts. 7 3/4 parts is what they're talking about. 7 times 3/4. 7 times 3/4 is 75 cents. 7 times $1.50 for 2, $4.50 for 6, plus 75 is 5 1/4. Well, I can go 252, 5 1/4. Equals to 21 quarters. 21 equals to the cube, 7 3. 7 3 or 37. 1 to 36 plus 1 is 37. 666 equals 1 to 36 added. Plus 37 is 703, becomes 763. 7 and 6, I mean, whichever number you want to ask me, I'm going to come up with the answer. Valentine's, 108. 168 becomes the week. 102 becomes all the cycles. 216 also fits in not only man's week, 7 by 24, but it also fits in the Mayan 9-day week, plus the added day for God, because don't forget, this is different. The Mayan week is 6 days, 3 days, and 1 day, totaling 10, 240 hours, 216 and 9, 240 becomes 246 rotation in the B world, not in the D world. The D world is when we split apart 2 times the amount. We split apart, one division shares both sides. The spirit and the soul share between the same minds, right? But now we split it apart twice, and it no longer shares. We can no longer share directly. There's an interceptor for the spirit before we get the vibration. Valentine also says blackjack, the J and the B letter, blackjack. It also is in line with the darts, as it is in line with the pool, as it is in line with the cycle of time. 3.75 movement times 4 is 15, times 4 equals 1 hour or 1 full 60 seconds. 16 is the 1/6 spirit of light. It is the only cube that is 1 and 6. Every other one duplicates itself. The villain fits in with Neptune. Valentine, Neptune. It begins and ends with the same thing. Neptune, Neptine. I or you, 1 equals 3, the other equals 9. It's one part of the sky, the difference is 6. Len-tin, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10. Inside this word, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right here. N, 10, 9, 8, and 11. ELV, 11. You don't need any more. It's got all the letters there already. I just know because I'm a reader. I read. This also says 48. 34 is the one doorway we spoke earlier of DC, of the AD. This to me, this is not AD. The square around it is the AD. It's the one spirit in 9, or is it the automatic? Because Aleph shows this. It's a straight, thick line. The Aleph letter in Hebrew is a straight, thick line showing this piece is whole. So is it this one and this one separated, or is it 3 and 2 coming into the game? 3 staying together. How is Aleph called? This is a square, right? But as I saw before, the triangle would be Aleph, would be one whole Aleph. The controller of his upside, his downside, and his side, right? This would be Aleph here, this would be A, and this would be C, C, C. The top corner, this corner, this corner. Now, not only this corner, what happens to this is this doesn't stop. This continues on. Now it becomes an A. Now it becomes an A with a seat over here. And now it becomes an A with a seat over here. And now we have a picnic table out of what we had as the point. We had only the point. We had only the point, and we created the inside of the point, and then the point staggered on. And depending on the design of the point you stagger it on, you end up with this. This is your A. Now, in your A, did we chop it here, or are we going to chop it right here now? This is the center of that point. The bottom point of this triangle has now come all the way down to over here. While I was pulling this apart, I was thinking of you when I did this, Innerhaven. And in fact, I was thinking of you when I did all of this. And this Valentine's also 48. If you want to see something, 25,920 divided by 48 equals to 540 equals to the sun. Now we're going to go 25,920 divided by, instead of 48, we're going to go to 64 because that'll be part of memory. It equals to 405, the Federation. Where did I get this? I multiplied it by 1 1/4, 1.25%. If I multiply it by 1 1/2, it's 72. 25,920 divided by 72, and it matches all the cycles of 360 degrees. Inside of 72 is the clock. 25,920 divided by 72, which is 1 1/2 times this, equals to 360 degrees, one of our days, times 4 equals to 1,440, which counts for 1 day a mound, times 6 equals to 864. This is man. Times 6 plus 1440 equals, the day of man is right here. 10,080. Now let's just take it. 8 and 1 is 9. If this had to count with binary, if this was counting with binary, we would have 1. We would have 8 by 2 is 16 equals 7. This one over here, remember how this one over here, this is 0 of. 0 of, this would be 8 by 2 is 16. 0 from 4. 0 from 8, 1 from 16. It would say 1 equals 16 and 8 equals 16. Do you understand the binary code in that? The binary code in that is 10080. And at the same time, it's 108, which is 3 times 36, which, look, divided by 36 would be 280. So that's, I'm not going to get into that, but this one over here would be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So 1 times 16 is 16. Then we have 0, then we have 0, then 2 times 8 is 16, then we have 1 times 0 is 0. So we have 16, 0, 0, 16. Take away these 2 zeros, 808 bicycle playing cards. Raphael 7286, building the mansion back to creation. Thank you for watching this video.